open at the time. Change it. Mode. I only played Guild last week. According to the timestamp, I played this on Friday.
I will examine this hat at my work table. This hat is of an exceptional quality. The man who owned it is wealthy.
Under control.
Slight scratch marks. Slight scratch marks. Heat marks and a strong smell of tobacco. A cigar smoker, which confirms that this hat belongs to the reporter's visitor. His hair is graying, and judging by the odor, he puts camphor on it. He is probably in his early 50s. This hat was made to measure by a well-known hatter located near the Old Bailey.
Cactus.
Slight scratch marks. Someone has changed the ribbon for another, more modern one, which shows a certain taste for current fashions. Not a mistress, but someone who pays attention to details. This man is married. Slight scratch marks. The man wears glasses, and whenever he puts them on, he grazes the sides of his hat. This would suggest that he is educated and long-sighted, rather than short-sighted. I now have an excellent description of the man that I am looking for. The journalist's mysterious visitor is in a profession highly placed on the social scale. He is rich and married. He must have called Scotland Yard in Farley's presence. He frequents the law courts, from which he makes his purchases. This man is a judge. Let us look through my files to see if I can identify this judge. I have a memoir on the most influential judges.
That will indicate.
have found my file. I must place it on my work table.
I found it. Hi, Toby.
I have found my file. I must place it on my work table.
The hat. Married. Is a wig, but yep.
Right. It is him, Judge Beckett.
Have you discovered the top hat's secrets, Holmes?
Watson, this hat belongs to Sir Coots Beckett, a judge of the court at the Palace of Justice in London.
A judge? Wait, did you say Sir Beckett? That name rings a bell. Yes, that's it. What an extraordinary coincidence. Holmes, I was reading something about him in the Globe Explorer only this morning.
Decidedly, this Beckett seems to have solid ties with the gutter press.
I bought it from a rascal who ran off without giving me my change. I'm sure that I've seen him before, and...
Spare me the details, Watson. Show me the article.
A generous lady, Lady Kathy Coots Beckett, wife of the Honorable Judge Coots Beckett, is an exceptional woman who freely gives her time and her money towards the education of the deprived children. Most of the city's great families close the doors of their luxurious mansions to the poor. Lady Beckett opened hers and has created a school for illiterate children. The class has been open for 8 years now, and according to our estimations, nearly 150 children in need have learned to read and write here. 150 children who, thanks to this woman's generosity, have been able to avoid the plight of the beggar and have found worthy jobs. But this is not all. As well as enabling their access to culture and education, Lady Beckett also takes the children on vacation, along with her servants, whose help is needed to assist with an entire class of students. This year, she is taking them to Portsmouth. For most, it will be the first time that they have seen the ocean. Exceptionally, Judge Beckett will not be along for the trip. The eminent magistrate is retained in London by important current files. We wish an excellent holiday to the devoted lady and her pupils. Thank her for her generous undertaking.
So, Lady Beckett is on holiday in Portsmouth. That means her husband is at home alone. Good. We shall pay a courtesy call, Watson. With a little luck, we shall leave with a few habanos clarissimo.
That you should interest a judge of the High Court isn't surprising. You have solved so many criminal affairs that there are 1,000 reasons why a magistrate should be interested in you. But why should this one feel the need to act in shadows?
It's true that it's surprising. Perhaps he simply wishes to avoid being seen in the company of this Farley fellow.
Mr. Kirby, our local postman, owes me a favor. He'll give me Beckett's address. At this hour, he should still be at the post office. I'll go there, Holmes.
Good, Watson, but be quick about it. While you're gone, I'll make preparations for our visit.
Sir Coots Beckett. I've got the address. We can go round after a nice cup of tea.
Don't get too comfortable, Watson. We're leaving immediately.
This is the front of Judge Beckett's property. It's enormous. It looks very luxurious, Holmes. This man has conducted his career brilliantly. Who says that crime doesn't pay? It all depends upon for whom.
You never said a truer word, Watson. Now, let's try to find a way in.
What's that package you are carrying, Holmes? You haven't said a word about it all the way here.
Cakes for my old aunt.
Your old aunt? Stop pulling my leg, Holmes.
If you want a sensible answer, then you should ask a sensible question.
Very well. I'm going to ring the doorbell. That should be an appropriate task for someone like me.
No, leave it. I'll do it.
Who's that face?
No reply. The house seems empty. Shall we wait, Holmes?
No, we shall enter discreetly. The judge's absence is a blessing. It means that we can investigate without being disturbed.
You're thinking of breaking into the judge's house? Have you gone mad, Holmes?
Don't worry, I shall be careful to remove any traces of our visit.
Listen to yourself, Holmes. You're talking like a common criminal.
Like, I know this was made in 2012, but facial expressions are scary.
This lock should be easy to pick. Let's see. I need a supple pin, Watson. Can you find me one?
Very well, Holmes.
The pin around is with the flower girl.
Dr. Watson, how lovely to see you again. Do you remember me?
Of course, Miss Lucy. How could anyone forget so pretty a smile? You are looking quite lovely. I'm pleased to see that you are no longer living within that dreadful area of Whitechapel, even though the shadow of Jack no longer haunts it. It certainly wasn't a place for a young woman such as yourself. Ah, Lucy, you have no idea how heart-lifting it is to meet you here like this, particularly at this time. Tell me what you've been doing. You've become a florist.
Oh yes, Doctor, I am a florist. And I'm married now with beautiful little twin girls.
Congratulations, Lucy.
Enough about me. Can I help you with something? A pretty bouquet, perhaps?
Not at the moment, Lucy. I really need a supple metal stem. A plant prop should do.
Oh, I see. Is it to open a door or a window?
Aha, Lucy, you are a surprising lady. Let's just say that the lock on the door to my flat gets stuck, and I should like to get in through the window.
In that case, a prop wouldn't work. Better to use a hair grip. It's the ideal tool for an honest man who wants to get into his house without going in through the door.
You are wonderful, Lucy.
Goodbye, Doctor.
She knows her stuff.
I need a supple pin, Watson. Can you find me one?
Very well, Holmes.
Oh yeah, I need to. There.
That's not right. Start again.
Oh, that's why. Oops.
That's not right. Start again.
Ah.
Good, we can pass. Here's the kitchen. There's enough room to feed a dozen people in here.
Yes, according to the newspaper, the judge's wife also feeds her pupils, in addition to teaching them.
Cooking oil. There is something interesting here. An oarlock. This isn't the place for it.
In here, can loot? Nope.
This classroom is magnificent. These children are very lucky. Can you hear that small metallic sound? There is something inside there.
That doesn't help me right now.
This photograph was taken on Judge Beckett's wedding day. This is a photo of the judge and his wife.
Okay, why do I want the photographs? Letter from Judge Beckett. My love, I am leaving this note for you to find as soon as you return home. I will likely not be here when you get back, for I have become involved in an extremely important affair, and it is this which has caused my recent absences. Seeing the nature and impact on my current inquiry, I must obtain an interview with the Prime Minister without further delay. The security of the country itself is at stake. So please do not be alarmed, my dear. Enjoy your trip with your pupils. And speaking of pupils, it would seem that one of them has taken 2 of my oarlocks. You know how much these souvenirs mean to me. They represent the greatest triumph of my youth in the New York Boat Race Championship. I would be grateful if you would do everything possible to find them. I also noticed that the sweet cupboard had been vandalized. I've always supported you in your venture and your humanitarian work, and I know how difficult it is to break the bad habits which these street children have picked up. But perhaps you should teach them to respect other people's property before teaching them to read. Okay. He's not wrong, however. That is where we came in from.
A book about student organizations in the United States of America. This plan is useless.
Ha! Apparently, we're gonna do something with it. So it looks like a puzzle.
The door handle has been removed.
Find a logical sequence in Roman numerals, using all the available shafts. None of the numbers should be greater than 10. Each sum must be larger than the previous one. You can use X. Use number 10 only once. Quick. That might work. I'm sitting here mentally counting and counting on my fingers. I also did this. Solution in my head.
perfect.
Oh.
An oarlock.
Okay.
The blackboard shows the last lesson given to the children, ancient Greek.
This screw is stuck. It is preventing the picture from turning.
What do you do when you have something that's stuck? You grab the oil.
A desire to cook.
Greek letters. Copy them down, dear fellow.
Very well, Holmes.
Thank you. So starting in 3 minutes, and I fucking forgot to change the game. Fantastic. My dear daughter, by marrying Lord Beckett, you have made me a happy father. Better husband can I wish for my only daughter? None. Lord Beckett is an honest man, believes in justice. He is also honorable and incorruptible, a rare quality indeed. And I recall my initial reticence at allowing you to depart for India. I regret my paternal protectiveness, for I had come to admire your perseverance and your strong will. For indeed, it is your kindness and your dedication towards the destitute children that led you to voluntarily work in those dilapidated orphanages in Bombay. Or Bombay. And it is equally this altruistic engagement that led you to meet the man who was destined to be your husband. If you had listened to your stubborn old father, you would never have left England, and you never would have met Lord Beckett. Now that you're back in England, and your husband has set up a schoolroom for you in his house, I hope to see more of you. When you read this letter, you should have received a small gift from me in order of your return. I know your love for travel and this mechanical planisphere created by the best craftsman and cabinet maker in London should help you. It is a type of safe. I asked for a combination to be personalized. You'll easily remember it. Loving father.
This woman is admirable. As she was unable to have children of her own, she decided to care for hundreds of others.
Where in the story did that say? Correction, when was that mentioned? I don't know. But ads are going on, so while little is left of them, I'm gonna run and make some tea. Because my throat is starting to hurt. Sorry that took so long. Layer tea. To heat the water in. To put the tea water in thermos. Might last long. I should find those monk workers. Make the hot drinks last long. Because my computer is, or my desk is next to the window, and it tends to like have a like cold air seeping through a crack somewhere. Sometimes my room can be really cold. My hot drinks don't last long.
The most romantic evening of my life in the heat of Bombay. This is a photo of the judge and his wife. This is a photo of the judge and his wife. The clock points to 6 p.m. Interesting. Big Ben. The judge got married in London and early in the morning, as it is just 10 a.m. This photograph was taken on Judge Beckett's wedding day. This photograph was taken on Judge Beckett. There is some connection between cities and numbers on top of the box, but I lack the necessary information to obtain the solution. Perfect.
Jesus. Looking for you. The green represent the water. Oh my god. Oh, that's how I win the phone. Oopsie.
Perfect. There we are. It is simplicity itself.
Sounds so cringe, and sometimes I don't even know I do them until someone is like cackling their head off. I should move this. Good.
Sweet papers fallen from a pupil's overall pocket. This overall belongs to the young James.
Found the sugar teeth.
Please take note, Watson.
We are making headway. How do we know what this means?
Depends on what the heck it is. Let me check what it is. Warning. The little joker who has borrowed the sweets cabinet door handle, please turn it without delay. The handle is back in its place before the end of the week. No one will be punished. If not, I will be obliged to place the whole class in detention.
There are naughty children in every school, from what I can see.
There is no point in visiting the upper floors. We know from the newspapers that this building is deserted, so there is no risk of anyone coming down and surprising us. This room is undoubtedly the judge's office. It is double locked.
It would be better not to force this door, nor break a window. Judge Beckett could return at any moment.
You're right, but he surely must have left a spare. With somebody he trusts, of course.
That's what the key is.
We are in the judge's private office, Holmes. What are you going to do? Turn everything upside down?
That is a distinct possibility. I will not leave until I have found what I am looking for.
Okay, so why won't you move? Finally, you woke up.
Don't forget your cakes when we leave, Holmes.
Of course, Watson. A Habano Clarissimo cigar. Nothing of interest here. Nothing but trophies. The judge must be very proud of them.
That seems to be the boat race he mentioned.
This door is very solid, and there's no lock.
The best thing to do is to carry on exploring this place, Holmes.
An oar lock. It must be a souvenir. Beckett, honorary member. This must be the symbol of an organization to which the judge belongs. Look at this symbol. It must surely be very important to Judge.
Where's Beckett? Yeah.
A souvenir from the University of New York. That's the university where Judge Beckett studied. The judge used to row. The young Beckett and his friends rowing.
I just have to figure out holy heck.
I can make out a mechanism at the bottom of each of these holes.
Going through the guide and then back to the classroom. So do that first by open up whatever that is. Hello.
Blind justice. From whence his ignorance? Amusing. This plan is useless. This plan is useless.
The door handle has been removed. It's a sweet box, probably for rewarding good pupils.
One of the Greek books is open. Perhaps the subject of the last lesson. Everything points to someone who does not wish us to open this cabinet, which is a good enough reason for opening it. Well, the young James has stolen the handle to the sweet cupboard so that he can pilfer it whenever he likes. If we find his desk, we will find the handle.
Now I can. Why are you still ransom?
It's a plan of the classroom.
Thanks to this plan, we will know which desk belongs to James.
important to feel children feel responsible by giving them small tasks. Sure, if possible, design a task based on the physical and intellectual capabilities of the child. The role leaders are represented by a flag. Others have a small image that corresponds to their task. Practical lessons together, the children are grouped or to a table. What did you say about the kids? Adorable sister. For plants, Thalia. Elvita. Light her. Lewis has good eyesight. He surprised me when he saw an airship in the sky. This gave us the opportunity for a lesson about the conquest of the skies. He is clearly at the window. Stasia, very pretty and doll-like, very well educated. She should have a very happy life. To help her to integrate, she sits on the left of Ophelia, who is gentle and patient. That doesn't help me. Aaron has suddenly grown, so I put him at the back behind Fergus, who is as tall as him. Row leader, window row. Ow. Okay, so that means put Ophelia in the first row, between my desk and the board. She has a very quiet voice, and she would blush every time I asked her to repeat herself. Desk, that's the word. Since the arrival of Anastasia, Orson is captivated by her. I ought to make him change places, because when he looks at the board, she is in his field of vision and it disturbs him. I can't make up my mind. Puppy love is such a beautiful thing. Moreover, he has stopped chatting with his heart. Oh, well, yes, it's there. Indicate. Pierce is one of those children who takes a little time to accept the rules. But he is a nice boy and I like him very much. Put a stop to any problems by putting him near my desk, behind Anastasia, and next to little Elmer, who is very mature for his age. Simon and James come from the same village. Put them together. Simon on James's left. Row leader, kitchen line. The place on his right. Okay, so kitchen line. Because that's the door to the kitchen. But Charles is still waiting for the glasses I ordered for him. Because of that, he needs to sit in the light and close to the board. Changed his and his neighbor Eddie's places. Here. Lord Jasper is often sick. To avoid disturbing the class, seat him close to the kitchen. Mark is such a good boy. He can sleep with anyone. Blackboard cleaning. Fergus. That means that is the we had the plant. Okay, so that's the blackboard clean. Rose and Louisa adore books and are writing a novel together in secret. Let them sit together to encourage this beautiful little secret. Louisa will be in charge of the older children's books. That way she'll have access to all the books. Okay, so that's complete. Bart is very studious. I appointed him to care for storage of the youngest group's books. Eddie likes to sit by the window, but he's a daydreamer. Intend for him and his neighbor to exchange places. Elmer is very calm and reasonable. He should sit with Pierce because he has a good influence on him. Young Damien is very smart. Saved from his wretched life, working in a textile factory and had lost use of his right hand. Now one of the brightest in the class. Always put him on the left side of a table to allow him to write comfortably with the left hand. Simon and James come. I still don't know. Here. Row leader. Row. Our flag. Okay. Yes. Okay. No, just get there. Okay. With anyone. Okay. James up there. So these are
All right,
there.
let's open James's desk.
At the
Perfect.
on the hands. Can go to that.
This gentleman certainly likes oars, to the point of exhibiting them in his office.
Epsilon, Theta, Eta, Mu, Nu, Z, Omicron, and Pi.
The list of symbols of the American universities.
And he and
This note must surely be very important to Judge Beckett.
3.14, that's pi.
A Greek letter. The list of symbols of the American universities. I can make out a mechanism at the bottom of each of these holes. These oars can turn. Watson, this really is the most ingenious system. It controls the opening mechanism.
Very ingenious. But do we need to enter? Judge Beckett is very rich, and the room perhaps only holds valuable objects which he wishes to protect from thieves.
Doors are made to be opened, my dear fellow.
It would have been smarter if he had hid the whole, like that bar there, behind the wall. Oh. Found it.
Well done, Holmes. Incredible. Masses and masses of files. Holmes, these files, these cards, these reports, they're all about you.
So it would seem.
Your whole career is mapped out here, investigation by investigation. Look, a detailed report about your work in Whitechapel during the Ripper affair. And there, your relationship with a certain A. Lupin. And here, the details of your methods and transcriptions of your conversations with the greatest violent criminals. My God, look at the titles of the files. Fraud, deception, corruption, forgery, murder. What does it all mean?
Quiet. Let me concentrate.
Concentrate? This judge has the reputation of being the most honest in the kingdom, and he has built an overwhelming pile of documents as high as Big Ben about you, and you talk of concentration? To open his chest to what end?
Quiet.
Holmes, answer me. What is the real reason for our being here? Did you know what we were going to find before we came here?
Evidently.
So that is the real reason behind this break-in. You're only interested in the contents of the chest. All the rest of it was nothing more than lies and manipulation.
The most important is the one in the chest, Watson.
Let's see. Oh, okay. Seems to be only 4, so I guess they go. I'm gonna have to look at the guide. Otherwise, this is gonna take way too long. This to the left.
have what I came for.
Show me the file, Holmes.
It is unnecessary, Watson.
It's a file about you, isn't it?
Holy
Is
crap,
it so
that bomb was
compromising
tricky.
that you don't dare show it to me? You came here to steal the research about you carried out by Judge Beckett, Holmes. It was the only thing that interested you.
We'll see about that later. We must put everything back in its place. No one must know that we've been here. Help me. Go and put the paddles back into their original position, and I'll deal with the rest.
But that's the plan of my flat. I mean, our flat.
Quick, Watson, we must get out of this house. Immediately.
What? But
Be quick, man, it's urgent.
because of you, we have to flee like common criminals, which it seems we have now become. I only hope that the game is worth the risk. Show me the file right now.
Let's find a cab as quickly as possible. We can't stay here.
Why are you in such a hurry? You... Wait! Look over there. Judge Beckett. Yes, it's him. Let's go and talk to him.
Yes,
It's
I
too
do.
late.
Do as you wish, Holmes, but I need to hear an explanation about what was in that armored room. I'm going.
No, stay here. That's an order.
Your giving orders changes nothing. I'm going to talk to Judge Beckett, and you will not stop me.
Watson! Watson! Are you all right?
Is
My
that what was in the
God.
package?
What happened? Lucy. Oh, Lucy, poor girl. I must do something. Holmes, I need your help here.
Forgive me, Watson, but I'm afraid that I must leave now.
Leave? What the devil do you mean? Holmes, come back here! Holmes!
Oh, Lucy
Holmes!
is right.
Are you here? Show yourself. No one. Perhaps it is just as well. I don't know what my reaction to him would have been. How dreadful. That poor Miss Lucy hanging between life and death. Luckily, I was able to place her in good hands. But how the devil did Holmes know that a bomb was about to go off? And what's more, he seems to have taken advantage of the tragedy. No more Judge Beckett. No more compromising documents. No more proof. There is nothing at all.
Yep. Yeah, and given the massiveness of the explosion, he probably took majority of the lower lower floor with him. Maybe? Oh, great. New factors regarding Sherlock Holmes. New revelations regarding the true nature of the famous detective Sherlock Holmes have reached our editorial staff. Your humble servant, always seeking the truth, has been able to initiate contact with someone linked to the Bruce Partington plans case of several years ago. This person is none other than the brother of the unfortunate Arthur Cadogan West, murdered during the terrible affair. Revelations made by this gentleman are astonishing. Desiring at all costs to realize the truth regarding his brother's death, uncovered a certain implication of Sherlock Holmes in the disappearance of the submarine plans, so that he may lay his hands upon the document. Sir Holmes accused the famous partner, accomplice, of stealing the plans. He double-crossed him by making the theft appear simple, in order to accuse him later. Then set a trap with a newspaper bluff. Simple small ad. For the partner did not know that Mr. Holmes' boss were the one and the same. Arrested and found guilty alone, the accomplice died in prison shortly afterwards under suspicious circumstances, taking Holmes' secret with him to the grave. These revelations are extremely important. Mr. Holmes is not a vulgar, deceitful criminal, but well and truly one of the central figures of international violent crime. Would not hesitate to betray his homeland. There.
How dreadful.
Had to lower the gain on my mic again, because I peaked up in the reds again. Hopefully that's okay now. What am I doing? And ads are starting in 3 minutes.
A fountain pen, just like the rat killers. Today, that dangerous maniac is free. And what's more, it is Holmes's fault. That inquiry at Westgate was a total failure. Kurtz's pipe. So, Holmes took it with him. I wonder if he would have fired at those fiends in the opium den. A few days ago, such doubts would never have crossed my mind. But today, I find myself asking if he could have killed in cold blood.
Toby.
Aha! Toby, who knows where Holmes is. And this is how my dear friend and colleague treats his clients' letters.
That's probably best not to touch anything else since ads are about to begin. For some reason, my avatar has reacted again. Or some stream. Clicking just fine earlier, so. This. Probably not. Probably something on Discord and. Because I am not lighting up on Discord. I normally do with Discord Reactive. To make it realize that making everything. I'll argue with that later, as we're about to begin. We'll be right back. Sorry about that. I sat here going over the Mix Friday collection and deleted all those highlights. So, before I started that, I had 268 hours, 6 minutes out of 100 from the new storage shit thing. And by deleting those videos, now 247 hours and 80 minutes. So I need to sit here and learn how to... One, I need to set up the YouTube VOD channel. Learn how to export. There was a Reddit article that popped up in my notifications about this. Some people were... I don't know if furious is the right word, but they were pissed. Some have been streaming for like... I think the highest number of years I saw was 12 years. And they had like... possibly 4 or 5 digit hours stored as highlights. And yes, while they had a VOD channel connected to their Twitch, I don't know how they did if they hit recording at the same time as well, but I don't think I can do that with the current parts. I'm going to have to do have my collections set up, so I can start there and go through like all the videos I want. But that is a problem in I showed this storage thing on Discord, and I was like, if you don't have a VOD channel like I do, start making one. And a few replies were like, I already have one, I have one. It's like, great, I don't.
The paper Holmes used to wrap that mysterious package that he left at the judge's house just a few minutes before the explosion.
What else is there to
Locked. These events have shattered my nerves. I should sleep for a few hours, or at least I should try.
Hey. Jesus.
Doctor! There you are. I was poisoned.
By whom?
Ah, you know him very well. Such a clever man. A brilliant mind, but so evil. He has hurt so many of us.
Who are you talking about? Holmes?
So hot. Flames. The heat is unbearable. Walter, I beg you. Where is he, that devil? One day he will have to answer to a higher power. Oh, I need air. I need water. Ease my pain.
Who did this to you?
Ah!
Dr. Watson!
Is that Lucy? Lucy, you are wounded.
I can't find my children, Doctor. Find them for me. But I beg you, keep them away from Mr. Holmes.
Lucy, no. Why do you say that? Let me help you.
You are so kind. It is too late for me, but you can still save yourself.
Holmes, I know you are in there. Holmes, open this door immediately.
I think that I would rather not.
Tell me the truth, Holmes. I need to know. You have no right to keep the truth from me. Tell me.
I am sorry, Watson.
Open this door, or I will break it down.
Do what you like. The door is not locked.
Hi.
What are you doing? No, Holmes! No, it is impossible.
Sure about that?
What's going on?
Police!
Yes,
Open!
just one moment, I'm coming.
Dr. Watson, is Mr. Holmes here?
Inspector Baines, what?
Is he here or not?
No, I do not believe so.
Open the door, quickly. You're gonna have to come with me, Doctor. We have a lot of questions to ask you about your relationship with Sherlock Holmes, and also regarding your movements early yesterday evening.
It's empty, Inspector.
Get dressed. We're leaving in 2 minutes.
Yes, I'm coming. I'll do all I can to help you. I would also like to find the answers to some of my own questions.
Sergeant, I'd like you to stay here with some of your men and search the place from top to bottom. If there is one clue here that will lead me to him, then I want you to find it. Doctor, you must understand that I am sorry about this situation, but if, as we believe, Holmes is a murderer, I won't hesitate to arrest him.
What did you say? A murderer?
You heard me, Doctor. The Bishop's murderers informed us that they were following orders from Sherlock Holmes.
Trash the place.
Baines and his men have ransacked the place during my interrogation at Scotland Yard. I would never have imagined that I should be put through such an ordeal. I have always fought on the side of justice, but to be interrogated for hours like a common criminal, having to proclaim my innocence over and over again. Baines is convinced that Holmes is guilty, but who can blame him? Everything seems to point to him. I had thought that the worst was behind me, but here I am, as a suspected accomplice. All I need to do is to find Holmes, and when I find him, I'll decide. I'm going to search the flat. Perhaps Baines overlooked some clues.
Yeah, why trash the table like that?
This disguise evidently belongs to Holmes.
Okay. Um,
This disguise evidently belongs to Holmes. This disguise evidently belongs to Holmes.
trash the place, but let Toby be.
This disguise evidently belongs to Holmes. This disguise evidently belongs to Holmes. This disguise evidently belongs to Holmes. Baines's men have more or less spared my bedroom. How kind of them. smell! It reeks of tobacco. This disguise evidently belongs to Holmes.
How many times are you gonna repeat
This
that?
is what Holmes was wearing yesterday. Holmes has left his tweed suit here. So, he came back to change after he left me in front of Judge Beckett's house, just after the explosion. Knowing that Scotland Yard is looking for him, he will likely have changed into one of his disguises. I just need to know which one. The best thing to do is proceed by elimination. I will use the wardrobe in the sitting room to reconstruct them.
What are you?
This bust was used to fool Colonel Moran during the case of the empty house.
And you need to go in front of your own door to talk about it. Games of 2012.
Holmes's tobacco. A hole! There must be a false bottom. I need something thin to prise it up.
I only...
A hole! There must...
Adler.
A photo of Irene Adler. The woman, according to Holmes.
My research, she was the only one who has outsmarted Holmes.
Holmes's Victoria Cross. A letter addressed to Zachariah Dossett, the clergyman? But what is that doing here? It's a rent reminder. But why should Holmes be concerned about that? Another letter, this one for a certain Escott. Who could that be? This J. Escott must be a worker in the building. A letter addressed to a clerk of the court. Why in heaven's name has Holmes got that? This letter is addressed to a naval captain. My goodness. All these carefully hidden envelopes were addressed to Holmes under various identities. The addresses are therefore those of his hiding places. Holmes has never told me about them. I suppose that he goes there regularly and discreetly to pick up his mail. I cannot waste precious time by going to each of these addresses. I must refine my research. This is what Holmes was wearing yesterday.
Grab thing.
I must collect all the pieces of Holmes's disguises and assemble them in the wardrobe in the sitting room.
Discuss. Hi, Rolf. I'm reading the words you wrote, but I have no idea what you're talking about. Guess I'm looking at the guide because I really can't bother.
There, the entire outfit. There, the entire... Perfect. Now I know what Holmes looks like, and I know where to search for him. Let me take a look at the map. It would be better if I took some money before leaving. One can buy a lot of things with notes in Whitechapel. My money! Someone has emptied my wallet. I always keep a little money in it. The police can't have stolen it. It's impossible. Last night I was too tired to think, but now I have to face the truth. Holmes stole my money, like any common low-down scoundrel.
Apparently a
Good.
Bolshevik
I've got the
boxer.
address of Holmes's hideout. $6 Row.
What? I don't.
Well, here it is. It looks like a boarding house. I can't knock on all the doors. Holmes will hear me and escape. As I've the advantage of surprise, I'd better use it.
Oh, there. That one. You change that. I do. Yes. Still a lot to go through. Right. I'm gonna spend at least the entire weekend setting up the bot channel. And I also have to learn how to use the I'm gonna have to relearn a lot of stuff. How to export. I can probably still crop things here, but I export them to YouTube. Yeah. Like, I dread people who has like 4 digit of hours marked in their highlights and uploads. Like, whenever Snowflake decided to have like 100-hour limit, boy, are they facing repercussions of community. Even though they said like it costs too much to store the X amount of highlights and stuff. back when. Ah. Right. And like I said, I don't think I have to keep the guild words. Anyhow, I think it's about real. Do wanna at least get my current collections overview. Because when I deleted the Friday mix collection, I did go over the hours I have. And the biggest amount of hours, or the largest amount I have, are the biggest one really is Final Fantasy Royal Edition, which is on Final Fantasy 15, which has 61 hours in the collection. Echoes of Wisdom has 43 hours total. Lego Harry Potter is 34 hours. Crimes and Punishment is on 14, and the rest are close to under 10 hours. For Transformers Battlegrounds that are on 11 now. Yeah. I am gonna start the process. About the promo screen I showed earlier, I can did I say it? There it is. This I know I can't I really don't know if I'm gonna set up like day or if I let people decide I really don't know how donathons work or to do during them. Besides being live and tormenting myself with Nintendo Online games. Especially with Robo Children that has been remapped to Kingdom Come. And yeah, at least the link to my throne is both here on the promo screen and it's on my Twitch page as well. People can decide if they can. Don't know anything really. I suck at promos. tried a little bit helping Dark Green, but her goals were obliterated instantly. Like, she didn't have a chance to have her donathon. Everything was like destroyed between the streams. It's actually really funny that it happened. Yeah. Monday, I'm gonna suffer through Link's Awakening. Wednesday, continue with Sherlock Holmes. Guild Wars Friday, but I really don't want to attempt Fate. Because yesterday, I think? I probably was. I was playing Guild Wars 2 and was I have the obsidian armor from the new from Secrets of the Obscure. I have the open world armor. And I thought about doing the tier 2 collection. Run around and do 15 events and gather lanterns and stuff. Kinda easy, gave me something to do. But all of a sudden, without warning or anything, the game shut down. No message about server disconnection or game crash or anything. It just shut down. And I was confused, obviously. I logged back in and then I tried to like open up the thing I was gonna open up. And it shut down again like 2 minutes later. So I was nervous. And I went to like Reddit and see like, has this happened to anyone? And someone was like, well, I have this and this and graphics cards this many years. It's like, have you updated the drivers? Yes. Have you checked the logs? Like, graphic logs? Yeah, it's your graphic card that's failing. It's like, and I glanced at my brick of a computer. It's like, shit. Like, is it the graphic card itself? Or is it the motherboard that is like about to shoot itself? And then I was like, into this more. So I asked around if can I do a donathon for computer parts? And most of the answers I got was yes. And if I needed help with promoing, it's like, alright, I set up a promo image with links and stuff and sure. I really need community help with getting the parts. And my dad estimates that we can keep the casing itself. Most modern day motherboards will fit in it, so I don't have to get our new case. And if so, we have a couple of cases up in the attic. But from what I know, 2 of my hard drives are relatively new. They had not been used at all when I had the laptop. I think we did something with them if we put I think I have a terabyte, a 1 terabyte M2 hard drive thing in it now. And whatever my C hard drive is, it's, I think that is the one of the older parts. Yeah. Hi San, or good morning I should say.
Think up me hearty yo ho.
I've been keeping that up, actually, with hydrates and stretching and stuff. I've been alone most of the stream. I know I'm talking about my upcoming donathon. Like, I don't know if I can, like, pick a random day and have it, or if I'm gonna just, like, toss up the promo on Discord servers. I did show it at the beginning of the stream and now. And now it's just yapping. But both the main hard drive is like 2 laptops ago, and then the computer itself this type of computer, and it's a hand-me-down, so and it's bio-locked, so I have to like tear out everything, motherboard and stuff. But my bigger hard drives are like in their own slots and stuff. I have no idea what kind of CPU it has. I don't know how to find out or see it, or the only thing I know they did change the graphics card, because this was used for like adding. That means, but it's not supposed to be a gaming computer, more of a office type computer. So my dad was actually surprised when this brick would actually kinda play Hogwarts Legacy, but you could like see that it shifted between these two graphics and what little texturized graphic the game was supposed to have. And I'm running everything on low. It's still struggling with shifting between the graphics. I don't have any loading time between the doors, however, thankfully. But it's like shifting between very detailed, like a door carving, or the smoothness of a PS2 graphic the game. And I know definitely I don't have DX12, because it won't even, Hades 2 won't even get to the starting menu. Just alerts that you don't have DX12. Like, yeah. That's the mess I'm going through. Alright, I'm gonna quit yapping and start the process of finding out YouTube bod and somehow worth my collections. Alla bicha. Thank you all for watching, and now I think, unless I've calmed down.